Welcome to the Finance Therapist Podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Pava, and today we are discussing an important topic that might seem far removed from personal finance, but actually it has a profound effect on our daily lives: the role of the National Labor Relations Board, or the NLRB, and the ongoing battles some major companies are waging against it. The NLRB was established in 1935 to protect workers' rights to organize, bargain collectively, and address workplace issues without fear of retaliation. Recently, companies like Amazon and Starbucks have been challenging the NLRB's authority, raising concerns about it being unconstitutional. This legal battle has had significant implications, not just for the companies involved, but for workers across various industries across the United States. So why should you care about this? Why should I care about this? Well, let's break down a few real-world examples. Consider some common jobs that many of us or our loved ones might have: retail workers, warehouse employees, customer service representatives. These are just some. These are roles often filled by individuals who are directly affected by the NLRB's protections. The NLRB ensures that these workers can organize and negotiate for better pay, safer working conditions, and fair treatment without facing undue retaliation from their employers. They shouldn't have to be bullied. So, for instance, let's just say someone is working at Starbucks or a warehouse worker at Amazon, and employees at Trader Joe's have all sought to organize and advocate for better conditions. The NLRB plays a critical role in ensuring that these workers have the right to come together and voice their concerns. If these companies succeed in undermining the NLRB, it could severely limit workers' ability to address issues like unfair wages, unsafe working environments, and job insecurity. Imagine a retail worker who's been advocating for fair scheduling practices, or a warehouse employee seeking safer working conditions. If the NLRB, if their authority is weakened or even removed, these workers may find themselves without the support needed to negotiate or stand up for their rights effectively. This can lead to increased stress, reduced job security, and financial instability, issues that can affect not only their professional lives, but their overall well-being and personal finances. So you might be wondering, maybe you don't have one of these jobs. Maybe no one that you love has these jobs. Why should you care? Well, when we hear about attacks on the NLRB, it's not just some distant legal battle. It's a fight for the fairness and respect that we all deserve in the workplace. It's about ensuring that every worker, no matter what their job or position, has the ability to stand up for themselves and seek justice. If the NLRB is undermined, the repercussions could ripple throughout countless lives, leading to increased stress, insecurity, and financial instability for those who are already vulnerable. Consider how you would feel if your workplace rights were just stripped away, if you had no recourse for addressing unfair treatment. The fear, anxiety, and uncertainty that would follow are deeply personal and real. This is why the strength and authority of the NLRB matters so much. They represent a safeguard against these fears, a promise that every worker has a chance to be heard and treated with respect. I mean, if you're going from a purely selfish place and ethics don't play a part in your mind at all, just from a common sense place, if all of these people are going to be fired, laid off, needing additional support, who do you think's going to be paying for it? If you have the kind of position that isn't affected by this, it's going to be you. Listen, we are in a fast-paced world. Economic pressures already feel overwhelming. The NLRB's role in protecting workers helps ensure that the stress of unfair treatment does not add to the burden. I see this, honestly, as financial abuse. That is how I'm seeing this situation. I mean, what company doesn't want their employees to be able to say, hey, there's a problem here in the warehouse that you need to know about. Someone could get hurt. What kind of company, what kind of people would want their employees to potentially be hurt or not even be able to put food on the table. This is so unethical. And it's also just fiscally dumb, okay? It's just a stupid thing to not have a fair living wage for most people. How do you think the economy does well? It doesn't do well by a bunch of people being in complete poverty and fear. No, it does well by people being able to spend money and to enjoy things. It does well by people living and not just surviving, but thriving. So the stress and the unfair treatment doesn't add to the burden if we can make sure that the NLRB is saved. By supporting this agency, we support a more fair, more equitable world where every person has a chance to thrive without the added weight of workplace injustice, as if that's not already an issue. So as you navigate your own financial and personal challenges, remember that a fight for workers' rights is also a fight for the dignity and fairness that we all deserve. Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember that every effort to protect these rights contributes to a more just and compassionate world. And as we navigate these issues, it's crucial to stay informed about how these broader legal and organizational challenges might affect your own work situations and your financial health, your emotional health too. If you're feeling stressed or uncertain about your own work environment right now, remember there are free resources available to help you understand your rights and seek support. And if you're confused about that, just go to my website, thefinancetherapist.com, and just go ahead to my contact area and ask me to direct you if you're unsure. Because in these times of uncertainty, staying connected and informed helps us to better manage our personal and financial well-being. Remember, you don't have to face these challenges alone. Thank you for tuning into the Finance Therapist podcast. I hope today's discussion sheds a little light on the crucial role of the NLRB and its impact on our everyday lives. Until next time, take care and stay mindful.